We have nearly coped or tipped over crushes here many times. It has been our nemesis, but we have a solution. Hopefully. This is the Hoof GP.
And I won't let it rush when I see you dance, and the moment comes when I fall and time goes slow. I fall into you.
Okay, so we've got the Whopper. Believe it or not, we bought the Whopper for these slopes.
Now I know that might seem like complete extravagance and overkill, but believe me when I say, it was either this option or stop coming to this farm, because look at how close we were to damaging the crushes in these videos. And actually, these don't tell the whole story, because we really did break them on a few occasions. Forgetting the abilities of this Whopper as a crush, just look at how easily we can get it down these slopes, round the step and into position. That for me folks is money in the bank.
Ah, success! I've never rolled it. Now just to move the ladies out of the way.
Now a lot of you may be wondering why on earth the farmer would choose to build his farm on the side of a hill. The fact is, here in southwest Scotland, most of the land is on a hill, but this farmer didn't choose to build his farm here. This farm, like most of the farms here, are the product of evolution. This farm has grown over the years from a very small holding into what it is today, where it farms around 350 milking cows, and as you can see, even we are having to evolve to fit our crush into the space that we're using here today.
So we've been set up now for about 2.5 hours. We fast forwarded to about 11:30. We're getting on really well. Done about 40 cows, and this has been the first real test for the Whopper. I'll be honest, she's running a little bit slow, but hopefully that's something we can tweak and fix over the next couple of weeks. We only have about 15 or 16 cows left, so today is a nice little Thursday.
Clearly there are major differences between the Whopper, the Appleton Steel and the KVK, but it's something you get used to. And actually I used to use a Whopper 51 which was similar, nothing like as fancy, but definitely similar to this one. I used it for around 3 years earlier in my career as a professional hoof trimmer, and I absolutely loved it because it was a massive step forward to what I had had previously. I've trimmed tens of thousands of cows through my previous Whopper 51 and made real positive differences to the animals which were put through the crush's yokes or headgate. These cows have fantastic feet, so they really don't need all that much work, which is more than it can be said for the 2 cows at the end.
Right now it's working really well. I'm doing the back feet, Craig's doing the front feet, and Kev, well, I'm not really sure what Kev's doing, but he's back there anyway. Now Kevin's keeping the cows moving forward up here into the crush. He's inputting any of the numbers and getting blocks and bandages and doing a good job.
All of the crushes available to buy throughout the world have different nuances. They all work in slightly different ways, and different people prefer them for different reasons. Luckily in this world, we are not all the same. Can you imagine just how boring it would be if we were? As I said earlier, these cows' feet genuinely are fantastic. That's not always been the case. We've been here for years now, and they have struggled with their ups and downs with different problems, but I'm really glad to say we are well and truly on top of any problems now. And as you can see, the cows' feet are all the better for it. But like I said, there are 2 cows coming up at the end of this video which are very much in need of our help.
And just like that, we're on the last cow of this lot, but there are 2 lame cows to come. But we'll get this done, get the other 2 down and see exactly what's wrong with them. Because these 2 cows are lame, they're being looked after in a special way, so they're in the hospital pen, which is where we're going to get them from now.
So this isn't actually the hospital pen. These cows were in a shed at the bottom of the farm and brought up the hill just to see us. But their hospital pen is just like this one. It's clean and fresh, and they don't need to walk very far at all to get fed or watered. Just look at how sore these two cows are on their feet. And remember, these cows are not being left to their own devices. The farmer is doing everything he can to get them back out of the hole that they're currently in. He has them separated in a hospital pen. He's giving them as much pain relief as he's able to, and he's giving them antibiotics if needed. He's also asked the Hoof GP to come and do what he can for these little ladies. So come on now, herd. Have you been paying attention? Can you see what's wrong?
That is a telltale sign that something is really bad underneath.
I can tell instantly from this. This is a white line defect. It's a problem within the white line junction of this cow's hoof. You can see the white line clearly if you look around the outer edge of the wall horn, where it connects to the sole horn. This is a major weak point in a cow's hoof, and it's really susceptible to damage. It's most likely that this cow has bashed her foot off something hard. A bruise has been created, forming an abscess, and then eventually bursting out the top of the hoof. That all culminates in exactly this scenario, and luckily it's something we've treated hundreds if not thousands of times before, so we know exactly how and what to do. As you can see though, sometimes things don't go exactly according to plan, and I have grazed her corium, which is why I'm holding my thumb firmly over that area in order to bruise the site so that she doesn't bleed.
So here is the problem here. This is a wall ulcer, and it's burst out the heel or the side of her foot, and that in turn has delaminated all of this part of the sole. Now it doesn't actually look that bad, but if I press here you can see the sole flexing. So if we didn't put a block on here, this would all burst open and really cause a problem for this cow. Anyway, let's check her other foot, because I think there's a problem there too. This one looks a bit more problematic.
And as you're just about to see, it is definitely much more problematic for this cow. She has an abscess lurking beneath that hoof horn. As you can see, it is not in fantastic condition. You can hear from the grinder that it's hollow underneath. Can you hear that kind of dull sound the grinder makes? It's something that hoof trimmers pick up through years and years of practice on hoofs just like this. I know there's a cavity underneath there, and I know that it's going to be full of pus. It's just a matter of how deep in the cavity will be and when we uncover the pocket of infection.
Using up the old merch look. New merch is on its way, I promise. And it's cool actually, really cool.
This is an axial wall fissure, a crack that runs all the way up the inside wall of this cow's hoof, and regularly they lead to abscesses just like this.
That's bad. You see that? Poor thing. The corium's obviously infected underneath. This trim will be helping massively.
The corium, the part that actually grows the hoof horn you can see me peeling away right now, will be grossly inflamed. This cow will be trying to fight the infection that we've all just seen, and it does that by pumping blood to the area. Those white blood platelets that are in the blood fight the bacteria or the infection that is present, and that in turn means there's more blood in the area, causing this inflammation and all the pain this cow has been enduring.
If I even touch her corium, it'll bleed, which could definitely happen because it's so delicate. So I need to scrape along, or rather peel away from the corium, because this is detached and all it's good for is harbouring bacteria and causing infection. But like I say, it is a very delicate structure. That would be like walking around with no socks and no shoes on a pebble beach. Now she's got a block on. Great. Donations, please. Just broken the spray bottle.
Kevin's trying to stuff the salicylic right up in between her claws because that's where the problem is. But the ligaments on these cows' hooves are really strong, so it's not just a simple task. Maybe we haven't put a shoe onto the foot that has no socks and no shoes on, but we have put a block onto the other shoe. So that foot's never even going to touch the ground. When you use crutches, you put all of your weight onto your good foot and all of your weight onto the crutches. And that is exactly what we do with this cow. All of our weight is on the good foot and the block. Right, next cow. Nice. This cow has sore back feet, and both of them have deep white line cracks. But unfortunately, my camera's about to die. So we'll quickly show you exactly what is wrong with her, get her out and see how she walks once we've completed the trim. You see, all of this portion here is loose. We're going to remove from here, where my finger can go in, all the way around here. And just like that, it's done. And you can see how much of a difference that block will make. You see, dermatitis has got in there and tracked all the way down to the sole. So we'll quickly treat it and wrap it like that, and that's done. Next foot. And you can see most likely the case is going to be exactly the same for this one. Let's see. Yep, exactly the same treatment. We've chucked a block on and now we're going to wrap it. And with that done, she also is done. So let's get her out of the crush and get them back up to their pen. Because sometimes we make these videos and I kind of think, am I fooling myself here? I think they're both walking miles better, especially the white one. She's not walking perfectly, but she's clearly, or to me, I think she's much, much better than she was. Those will take a long time to heal though. They'll take at least 10 months for any visual problems to have completely disappeared. And that's because it takes 10 months for the entire hoof capsule to regrow. And obviously, the problem started at the top of the hoof capsule and went all the way to the bottom. One thing is for sure though, it won't take her as long as that to become more comfortable. Did she look better, Kevin? Be honest.
No, definitely.
She did, didn't she?
No, definitely.
Like Kevin's going for the kids look with the squint cap look. He's quite smart that. Oh. That's it from me and from Kevin and from Craigie Boy, folks. Thanks very much for watching and we'll see you on the next one, hopefully. So remember to subscribe so that you get an update when that video is released. Ciao for now, folks. Bye.